There's impression, and then there's reality. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. I went looking for both. Maybe it's the driving pulse of an African rhythm, the lingering essence of a Bach melody, or the intense power of a band jamming on a second-line riff. Turn a corner and suddenly there's something exciting happening that just fundamentally alters the way things look, even just for a moment. Music can do that, and it's happening somewhere, even right now, on the street. So for 2 years, I went looking in the cities I know and love, places familiar, yet always new, searching for the good sounds, the sound of the street, looking for something, call it inspiration. I think in everybody's mind, the subway is just an extension of the street, except it's cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. And there are these great big cavernous spaces where your sound comes back at you, and it's just so powerful.
have to love it. There's no way there's no way you want to lack this thing around. I mean, I can easily just play cowbell and be recognized as an instrument. Right on. It's our style. in the summer.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hope to see you soon.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
There are a lot of cool places. There's amazing stuff everywhere. But this is the mother lode. I've been coming here for a decade or longer, and except for a couple years after Katrina, the music is always incredible. Here on Frenchman Street, just as the evening is only starting to cut loose, there's dancing in the streets and music everywhere.
Get ready to walk up to her hotel.
All the sweat and the blood and the tears that those feet have felt. They know the weight of those workers' feet. Yeah, Mississippi.
With over 100 colleges here, art and culture happens everywhere. But this was March, and it was still winter, as in like snow, so I went looking in the tea.
What is this instrument?
Chinese instrument. It's called Beijing Opera Fiddle.
Is it an erhu?
Jinghu.
Jinghu.
Erhu is longer.
Okay.
Jinghu different from erhu. Erhu only play songs.
Right.
Jinghu only play Beijing Opera.
Are you from China?
I'm from China.
China.
Is that what you're
Beautiful.
going to-
There are at least a dozen simultaneous storylines going on here. Beautiful, yes, and there's chocolate, but it's a lot more complicated than that. San Francisco is the home of the fiercely independent, and at the heart of a lot of the conflicts that arise here is the clash between your rights and mine. The intersection of the right of free speech with another's rights to carry on business without interruption. And it comes head to head in the business district north of Market Street.
Hey! If you go to computer, look up May 22nd in the Examiner, you see me there. You see me playing with a different hat on, doing this. They're going to be talking about street musicians have to have a permit to play.
Right.
I'm the reason why.
So you guys have to have a permit?
Now we do, because I come along playing all this loud stuff.
Yeah.
Especially the orchestra.
Hey, Louie and the Bluey, drop the bill, Mama Chewy. Right here, Papa. I'm trying to buy some supper. See my bride, find a dozen. So I'm wild, just been styling me on my own.
Since the 1940s and maybe even longer, the beaches have been the place where people go to kick back or let loose with some music of their own. So I set up camp in a cheap hotel by LAX and went searching for some tunes. Venice is justifiably famous for being that outrageous, noisy uncle at the party. And it all happens down by the water, on the boardwalk.
She wears an Egyptian ring. It sparkles before she speaks. She wears an Egyptian ring. It sparkles before she speaks.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And when I got a lens on me, man, I just go, oh, cool. It's about time, you know.
Yeah.
Everything I've ever waited for is right here.
You play in a band, you gonna play other gigs or anything? Or you just have
This is
your
the only
own
gig I got. This is the only one I care about. This is the only one I do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I heard Buddy Holly and I said, man, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know, when I was 7, 8, 9 years old, man, I just jumped into it with, you know, both feet. That's the way I do stuff, you know? Here we go.
Perhaps it's profound in some way that this story ends here, the place where I came from. It wasn't my intent, just the way things happened, but in some ways it makes sense. History, connections, and a feeling that we're all in this together, discovering what lies ahead on the next corner.
Right, here's the Arkansas Traveler.
There's sound and there's music. Images and inspiration. Reality and something else. Every time someone plays a djembe in the subway under Union Square, a couple of guys pound out Proud Mary on the beach, or a woman sings a soulful blues in the heat of New Orleans, it's happening still. If we can stop and listen, what we see and hear just might make things seem a little different somehow. And maybe we'll find some inspiration that brings us all just a little closer to understanding this place, this street where we all live together. Promise me this. Go out and find something that inspires, on the street or anywhere. Look, listen, take it all in, and then make some music of your own.